Have you ever received a seemingly perfect gift that brought only bad luck? Not all gifts come with good intentions. Some appear as blessings, but conceal seeds of despair. While gifts are meant to enrich our lives and aid our spiritual journey, some are entwined with negative energies, hidden in shadows that mask their true nature. As the chosen ones, it is our duty to discern these gifts' true essence, to avoid their deceitful allure. Today, we explore 6 types of gifts you should never accept, no matter the circumstances. The first gift. The first gift to avoid is the one that goes against your values. Our moral compass guides us through the moral complexities of life, pointing us toward the path of righteousness and virtue. When we compromise our values for the sake of worldly gain, we betray the trust placed in us as chosen ones. The gifts that compromise our moral integrity lead us down a dark and treacherous path where the pursuit of material wealth blinds us to the true riches of the Spirit. Gifts that compromise your moral integrity and values pose a significant threat to the essence of who you are, challenging the very foundation upon which your character is built. These gifts, often presented with the guise of opportunity or advancement, require careful consideration, for their acceptance may lead you down a path of moral compromise and ethical ambiguity. In spiritual wisdom, the importance of upholding moral integrity and ethical conduct is emphasized across diverse traditions and teachings. In Hinduism, the concept of dharma encapsulates the idea of righteous duty, emphasizing the significance of aligning one's actions with moral principles and values. This alignment not only fosters personal growth, but also contributes to the harmony and balance of the universe. Dharma serves as a guiding force, urging individuals to navigate life with integrity, compassion, and mindfulness, thereby fostering a deeper connection with the divine and promoting overall well-being. Through the practice of Dharma, individuals cultivate a sense of responsibility towards themselves, others, and the world around them, fostering a culture of respect, kindness, and virtue. When faced with gifts that compromise your moral integrity and values, it is essential to reflect deeply on the implications of accepting such offerings. Ask yourself whether the short-term benefits outweigh the long-term consequences, and consider the impact that your actions will have on your conscience and sense of self-worth. Gifts that compromise your moral integrity often require you to betray the trust of others or act in a manner that is dishonest or deceitful. In the Buddhist tradition, the concept of right speech emphasizes the importance of speaking truthfully and with integrity, avoiding falsehoods and deception that cause harm to oneself and others. By accepting gifts that compromise your moral integrity, you risk tarnishing your reputation and damaging your relationships with others. Ultimately, such gifts may lead you to stray from the path of spiritual growth and self-realization. In the Taoist tradition, the concept of te, or virtue, is considered essential for cultivating inner harmony and aligning oneself with the natural order of the universe. When you compromise your moral integrity, you disrupt the flow of T within yourself, creating inner discord and disconnection from your true essence. We must stand firm in our commitment to upholding moral integrity and ethical conduct and reject such gifts. The second gift. The second gift to avoid is one that unsettles your inner peace. These gifts are subtle, yet insidious in their influence, eroding the delicate balance of the soul and casting shadows upon the tranquil waters of the psyche. These gifts, often presented under the guise of tokens of affection or goodwill, carry within them a hidden energy that disrupts the natural flow of harmony and peace. Our intuition is a sacred compass, guiding us along the winding paths of life. It whispers truths that our conscious minds may overlook, urging us to heed its gentle counsel. But when we accept gifts that disturb this intuitive guidance, we risk losing our way. Like a ship adrift in a stormy sea, we become vulnerable to the whims of fate. In the realm of spiritual wisdom, intuition serves as a guiding force, a silent whisper from the depths of the soul that illuminates the path ahead and reveals the truth hidden beneath the surface. When our intuition is clouded or disturbed, we lose touch with our inner guidance and become susceptible to the influence of external forces that seek to lead us astray. One philosopher who offers a deep exploration of intuition and its relationship to the external world is Henri Bergson, a French philosopher known for his ideas on time, memory, and intuition. Bergson posits that true knowledge comes from an immediate understanding of objects as they appear to us in pure experience, which he terms intuition. Unlike the analytical mind, which dissects and categorizes, intuition perceives things in their entirety and in their movement. Bergson argues that intuition allows us to tap into the elan vital or life force, which permeates all of existence. This connection to the elan vital can be obscured by the distractions of the material world, including perhaps those unsettling gifts that seem to pull us away from our true selves. According to Bergson, these gifts could be seen as barriers that prevent us from accessing the deeper, more fluid understanding of life that intuition provides. They tether us to the mechanical and the mundane, trapping us in the illusion of static time and away from the dynamic, continuous flow of real time that only intuition can grasp. When our intuition is clouded by external influences, we lose our ability to act in accordance with the divine will and instead become entangled in the web of egoic desires and attachments. Similarly, in the practice of mindfulness meditation, the aim is to cultivate a state of inner peace and serenity by observing the fluctuations of the mind without judgment or attachment. When we are presented with gifts that disturb our intuition or unsettle our inner peace, it disrupts the delicate balance of our mental and emotional well-being, causing ripples of discord that reverberate throughout our being. Gifts that disturb our intuition often carry with them an energetic imprint that is out of alignment with our own vibration, causing a sense of unease or discomfort upon receiving them. In the ancient art of feng shui, the energetic properties of objects are believed to influence the flow of energy within a space and can either enhance or detract from the overall sense of harmony and balance. Gifts that disturb our intuition may disrupt the energetic flow within our environment, creating pockets of negative energy that affect our well-being on a subtle level. As the chosen ones, entrusted with the sacred task of attuning ourselves to the divine harmony that permeates the cosmos, we must exercise discernment and discrimination in our interactions with the world around us. Gifts that disturb our intuition or unsettle our inner peace are not to be accepted lightly, for they have the potential to lead us off course and hinder our spiritual progress. Third gift. The third gift to be wary of is one intertwined with negative spiritual practices. Occult rituals, seances, or attempts to commune with malevolent entities might offer glimpses into unseen realms, bestowing a sense of power and forbidden knowledge. However, these practices often come at a steep price. Such realms can be chaotic and manipulative, draining your spiritual energy and leaving you vulnerable to negative influences. Think of a moth drawn to the flickering flame of a candle. The moth seeks the light, but in its pursuit, it gets burned. Similarly, the allure of forbidden knowledge may seem like a light on your spiritual journey, but it can lead you down a path of destruction. Across various cultures and traditions, a common thread warns against practices that harness or manipulate negative spiritual forces. In Hinduism, the concept of tamas represents darkness, inertia, and ignorance. Engaging in rituals associated with tamas, such as those involving violence or offerings to malevolent deities, is believed to hinder spiritual growth and bind one to the lower aspects of existence. Similarly, in Buddhism, the Eightfold Path emphasizes right action and right livelihood. Practices that involve harming others, manipulating spirits for personal gain, or exploiting the vulnerabilities of the deceased are seen as deviations from the path to enlightenment. The allure of the occult is undeniable. Imagine holding forbidden knowledge in your hand, whispering to unseen entities, or even commanding demons. These practices can offer a heady sense of power, a glimpse into the mysteries that lie beyond the veil. But here's the stark truth. The unseen world is not a playground for the curious. It is a complex realm filled with both benevolent and malevolent forces. Negative spiritual practices are akin to opening a doorway you may not be able to close. These dark entities are often manipulative, feeding off your energy and distorting your perception. They may offer you glimpses of power or knowledge, but ultimately their goal is to bind you to them, draining your spiritual vitality and hindering your true growth. These practices can be incredibly energy-consuming. Just as prolonged exposure to negativity impacts your emotional well-being, engaging with malevolent forces can leave you feeling drained, lethargic, and depleted of your spiritual vitality. Many traditions believe in the law of karma, where your actions have consequences. Partaking in negative spiritual practices sows seeds of negativity that can impact your present and future lives. The true path to spiritual growth lies not in shortcuts or manipulating unseen forces. It lies in cultivating your own inner strength, developing compassion for all beings, and aligning yourself with the forces of light. The universe rewards those who walk the path of righteousness. Spiritual growth comes from aligning yourself with forces that elevate your consciousness, not those that exploit your vulnerabilities. Remember, the path to enlightenment is paved with integrity, not shortcuts fueled by darkness. The fourth gift. The fourth gift you must never accept are gifts inherited but associated with negative energy. These gifts carry with them the weight of ancestral burdens and unresolved traumas, weaving a tangled web of influence that spans across generations. When you accept such a gift, you also inherit the negative energy associated with it. This is not to dismiss the significance of our ancestors and their gifts. Many cultures honor their forebears, acknowledging that their experiences and wisdom contribute to our understanding of the world. Yet some legacies carry negative energy and unresolved traumas that can impede our spiritual journey. Inherited gifts, such as jewelry, heirlooms, or other possessions, may carry an energetic imprint that reflects the experiences and emotions of their previous owners. When we accept these gifts without discernment, we may inadvertently absorb the negative energy associated with them, causing disturbances within our own energy field. This can manifest as physical ailments, emotional turbulence, or spiritual stagnation, hindering our progress on the path of enlightenment. One spiritual tradition that emphasizes the importance of ancestral healing and the transmutation of negative energy is shamanism. Shamans believe that the unresolved traumas and negative energies of our ancestors can be passed down through generations, affecting our well-being and spiritual growth. Through rituals, ceremonies, and healing practices, shamans work to cleanse and purify the ancestral line, releasing the negative energy and facilitating the flow of positive energy and blessings. By doing so, they create a harmonious connection between the past, present, and future, allowing individuals to walk their path with clarity and purpose. Similarly, in the practice of family constellations, a therapeutic approach developed by Bert Hellinger, the focus is on revealing the hidden dynamics within a family system and resolving the entanglements that hinder the flow of love and harmony. By acknowledging and honoring the experiences of our ancestors, we can release the negative energy associated with inherited gifts and create space for healing and transformation. When faced with the prospect of accepting inherited gifts, it is essential to approach the situation with a discerning heart and a clear mind. Consider the history and experiences associated with the gift and ask yourself whether it aligns with your highest good and spiritual values. If the gift carries negative energy or unresolved traumas, it may be wise to perform a cleansing ritual or seek guidance from a spiritual healer to transmute the negative energy and restore balance. You can hold the gift in your hands and offer a prayer or intention to release any negative energy associated with it, allowing only positive and loving energy to remain. The fifth gift. The fifth gift is the one that traps you in a cycle of dependence. These gifts, often given with seemingly good intentions, can subtly bind us to a web of dependency and control. They may come in the form of financial assistance, emotional support, or material possessions, but their true purpose is to create a sense of obligation and indebtedness. Dependency erodes your autonomy and stifles your spiritual growth. When you rely on external sources for your well-being, you lose touch with your inner strength and divine connection. Your power is handed over to others, leaving you vulnerable to their influence and control. The teachings of Buddhism emphasize the importance of self-reliance and non-attachment. The Buddha taught that true liberation comes from within, and that clinging to external sources of security and comfort only leads to suffering. By cultivating mindfulness and inner strength, we can break free from the cycle of dependence and find true peace and contentment within ourselves. In the practice of mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without attachment, recognizing that our true nature is beyond the fluctuations of the mind. This practice helps us develop a sense of inner stability and resilience, allowing us to navigate the challenges of life with grace and equanimity. Gifts that create dependence can also manifest in relationships. When we become emotionally dependent on others for validation and support, we lose touch with our inner worth and divine connection. We may compromise our values and integrity to maintain the relationship, leading to a loss of self-respect and spiritual alignment. In the realm of spiritual wisdom, the concept of self-sufficiency is paramount. We are each endowed with the divine spark and the capacity to connect with the infinite source of wisdom and strength within us. By nurturing this inner connection, we can cultivate a sense of self-sufficiency and independence, freeing ourselves from the chains of dependency. The sixth gift. The sixth gift is the one that distorts your perception of reality. These gifts, often subtle and insidious, can cloud your judgment and lead you astray. They may come in the form of flattery, false promises, or manipulative influences, distorting your perception of yourself and the world around you. In the spiritual journey, clarity and discernment are essential. When our perception is clouded by illusion and deception, we lose touch with the truth and become vulnerable to manipulation. These gifts can lead us down a path of delusion, where we lose sight of our true purpose and divine connection. The teachings of the great sages and mystics emphasize the importance of seeing through the illusions of the material world and awakening to the truth of our divine nature. In the words of the Buddha, "The mind is everything. What you think you become." By cultivating clarity and discernment, we can see through the illusions that cloud our perception and align ourselves with the truth. In the practice of meditation, we learn to quiet the mind and observe our thoughts and emotions with detachment. This practice helps us develop a sense of inner clarity and discernment, allowing us to see through the illusions that distort our perception. Gifts that distort our perception of reality can also manifest in the form of addictive substances or behaviors. These gifts may provide temporary relief or pleasure, but they ultimately lead to a loss of clarity and spiritual alignment. By cultivating mindfulness and inner strength, we can break free from the grip of addiction and find true peace and contentment within ourselves. In the spiritual journey, it is essential to remain vigilant and discerning, recognizing the gifts that serve our highest good and those that lead us astray. By aligning ourselves with the truth and cultivating inner clarity, we can navigate the path of enlightenment with grace and wisdom. In conclusion, discerning the true nature of gifts is crucial for spiritual well-being. Not all offerings are beneficial. Some may challenge our values, disrupt our peace, or expose us to negative spiritual influences. It is essential to reject gifts that compromise our integrity, unsettle our harmony, or perpetuate dependency, as these can lead us astray from our path of enlightenment. Inherited items imbued with negative energy should be carefully evaluated and possibly cleansed. By maintaining clarity and exercising discernment, we can navigate these challenges effectively. Aligning ourselves with positive and uplifting influences ensures that we stay connected to our spiritual essence and continue on our journey with integrity and inner strength. By rejecting harmful gifts, we protect our spiritual health and foster a deeper connection with the divine.